Hello, and welcome to your news for this Sunday. I know, so yeah, news for Sunday. You having fun now? Yeah, right. So to start with, for those of you who are Tribes Ascend fans, it had a new trailer out today. Or, yeah, it was today because it wasn't yesterday, so I looked. Unless I was just late getting the news for it. Yeah, but basically they released a Dead Island styled trailer. So like everything goes in reverse. Like if you remember, if you watch it, I'm sorry for this, guys. I'm absolutely losing my shit today. Okay, so yeah, if you watched why do I try? Okay, if you watched a Dead Island trailer, then there was the one where there was the girl being chased by the zombies, and then it'd run to his mum or dad, or her mum or dad, and then it would go in reverse because it'd have the child who was dead on the floor, and they'd be falling out through the window, or they'd be dead because it fell out the window, and then it would rewind so it's going up through the window, and at the same time it'd be playing in the past. If that makes sense to you, then you should be Einstein, because I don't even think I made sense of that. Obviously I made sense of that, but because I know what I'm talking about. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, Tribes Ascend. That's what the main thing is, not Dead Island. We'll be graduating from beta to 1.0 in April 12th. The shooter has a free-to-play reboot for the Jetpack Fueled Tournament FPS series that began as an Earth Siege spin-off in 1998. Has been beta testing since last November, building up a tester base of somewhere in the 400,000. So a lot of players for a beta. I don't even think Halo Reach had that. Yeah, actually, probably did, because Halo's quite a big thing. They made a big deal out of it. Still good. Better than freaking Modern Warfare. That's right, I said that. Yeah, so it will be free to play. For those of you who do it, and I'm just going to move on to that. Basically, it comes out of beta April 12th. I wasted 3 minutes of your time just saying that. Right, Diablo 3 fans. I was quite looking forward to Diablo 3 because I thought, why the fuck not? Might as well get it since I have something to run it on. Okay, so what may upset some people is Diablo 3 won't have PvP at launch. This is what Blizzard said. So here are some good news and bad news. For the fans eagerly awaiting Diablo 3, we're counting down the days until we're ready to announce a release date. That's what we're counting down to the release date. Yeah, that was Blizzard. Okay, not me. I'm not talking to myself. I'm trying to tell the story and shit. Yeah, so we're ready to announce a release date. Yeah, that was the lead developer. If you know him, or don't, his name is Jason Wilson, who's the lead developer for it. Just if you'd like to know that. And you'll have the single player game before too long. However, you may be caught basically yeah, they won't have PvP to begin with for Diablo 3. So if you like going player versus player and raping people online, you won't be able to do that for some. Hopefully they'll get to it, but nah, you know. So that hurt. Jesus got one now. Got one nail on my forehead. So, Ghost Recon Future Soldier has released the Gunsmith trailer. I do that because that was what it was called. I don't know why I did it. So, it revealed that there's a deep customization to your weapons, which is always a good thing. So I like customizing them. I don't know if you buy them or unlock them because not that much been things. I'm sorry, guys. This is like the shittest episode going. It's 5 minutes, and I've taken 3 fucking. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, it'll help the gunsmith mode, which was what this trailer was based on. Well, help players' weapons to suit the situation. So if you need to go silent and sneaky, you can add a suppressor and a 10 times million zoom scope, because that's what kind of game it seems like. 10 times million zoom scope. That made no sense, but hopefully you got the idea of that. Yeah, yeah, it basically explains about how the new mode allows millions of different weapons configurations to fit your style, and why that choice matters in the field. And that was pretty shit of me, wasn't it? But it's 6 minutes to cover 3 things. Although I would like to say something on a personal note. To those of you who were psyched about I Am Alive, or you're a Saints Row fan, such as myself, for Gangsters in Space, I know these games are already out, so don't be like, what the fuck, I know what they are, I've got it. Well, I would like to say this, to those of you who don't have it, and are thinking about getting it, I Am Alive was a good game. It's very, well, it's got a very emotional story to it, such as there was a bit that I came across where you help, there's 20 people who need your help. Either you get stuff or you help them defeat people. Like, there's one when, like, for instance, there's some person being made to call help and stuff, and she's tied to a handcuffed to a bench, and then she does it as a trap, or she's forced to do it as a trap so people can come out and jump you, which is annoying, if anything. But yeah, or, and I mean, like, emotional, because there's one bit, okay, when you've got to go through subway tunnels. I don't want to ruin too much of it, but you go through subway tunnels, and then you come across this person who's like, please can you spare some food? And right at the time, I would have given her the food if I had it, but I didn't, so I was like, when I have food, and I'm coming back this way, I will come and give it to you. And like, as you walk towards them, I'll be like, please can you spare some food, I'm like dying and stuff. She doesn't actually say I'm dying, but like along those lines, because I'm really hungry. And then I'm like, well, sorry, I can't walk, you can't say anything like Mass Effect style, when you can select what you say, but you just like walk away, and then they'll be like, they kind of make you feel bad about yourself. So I'm like, oh, okay, I understand if you can't spare anything, but please, anything you have. But they want one specific item, or some of specific items. And I came back, so I finished the game yesterday, or this morning, 'cause I was up until about 3 o'clock in the morning, but yeah. Then you come back through the subway tunnels. Again, not saying why you were in the subway tunnels or whatever. If you've played it, you'll understand what I'm on about. If you haven't, then whatever. You'll get to it if you're playing it. And you come back to this lady, and I'm like, oh, I've got canned food now. I'll go give it to you. And you go up to her. I mean, she's trapped in, okay? So there's a gate in front of her and rubble behind her. So there's nowhere to go, basically. She's in like a prison. And you go back to her, and she's hung herself. And you're like, oh, if only if I'd given you food sooner, and then you'd be alive. Hopefully. And it's kind of things like that that get to you, you know? Also, I may do using my webcam because I don't have anything else, of a zombie mutant Easter egg that I found. It's probably not a zombie mutant Easter egg, but there's a zombie mutant in the game, and I won't say too much about it, but I will try and find it. Oh, also, as I was saying about the game being too short, and I'm going to hurry up because I've got 11 minutes. I've done 11 minutes and I need 15. So, just as I was saying, the game about being too short, there is a lot. It's like they've run out of funding, you know? They probably did because the art style to it's amazing and stuff like that. Or I find it amazing personally, because I was like, meh, you know what? I got money, go out, buy Microsoft points on Friday, bought that, and then I was like, ooh, and then, yeah. So, if you don't want me to ruin the story, then skip forward, because I have to say this to explain my point. Basically, you help, okay, ready? If you haven't, skip now, because I'm starting now, okay? Now, so basically, you help this family. You help a mother and a daughter, and then some crippled guy who looks after them. Yeah, and then you like get right to the end, and then because to begin with, you have to climb the tallest building that's still standing, because most of it's fallen over, or because of earthquakes and stuff like that. So they basically fallen over, and then there's a boat that comes. Okay, so then, sorry, head itch. So then, you have to climb to the top of the ash or smoke cloud, whatever the hell it is, and plant fireworks to signal the boat. And you do that, and you get back, and then you're like, oh, where the hell is everyone? And then you're like, oh wait, so you've got to go find this girl's daughter, because people kidnapped them. Because there's only the mum left, so you give the mum your handgun, which pissed me off. Because I basically rely on the gun, like, to get me out of things, because I always shoot at least one person. Because for once it feels like real life. You can shoot someone, and they will die in a bullet. And then you can use it to threaten other people, even if your gun hasn't got any bullets, which I like. Anyway, getting back to story. Then you finally find... sorry about that. I just stopped my camera for some retard reason. Now I don't know how much time I have. Bugger. Right, so I'll get to it. So you stop this, you find the girl, but then you find the crippled guy's wheelchair, but you don't find him. And then when you get the mum and the daughter to the boat, you're like, no, I'm staying behind to find my family, because that's the whole reason you're in this place. And then you do that, and then you're like, no, I'm saying the wheelchair. I'm going to go look for the crippled guy, and I'm going to go find my family like I came here to do. But what I don't... But then, when it does that, and they're like going off on the boat, and it goes, he says stuff like, I'm gonna, I can't remember what his name is, or his wife's name is, but he's like, oh, I'm gonna find you no matter what, blah blah. And then you're like, oh, okay then, so let's go find her. And then it comes out into a cutscene of what I assume to be his wife watching the tapes, because he carries around a video camera and records stuff, like, of what he's doing, whatever. But at the beginning of it, he says stuff like, if you found this camera and you're watching it without me, then I'm, well, basically dead, from what I could gather of that. So, like, straight away at the story, it tells you that he's dead, and you're going back, from what I can tell. And then it's like really depressing and shit, because then when it comes out at the end scene, and it comes out and it has his wife crying, from what I can tell it's his wife, don't bitch at me if it isn't, but from what I can tell it's his wife, okay? And then he's like stuff's all on the thing, like his jacket, his bag, his bow, his machete and his hanger are all on the table, and she's watching the video camera. So I would like it if they made another one of I'm Alive. I'm Alive 2 would be amazing, because I really enjoyed the game, but I wouldn't say it's worth, as much as it annoys me to say it, it's not worth the 1,200 Microsoft points that I paid for it. I completed it in less than 3 hours, maybe, if a bit more than that. I died a lot of times as well in that, which meant I also had to run through stuff. And it was annoying more than anything to get to that. You know? It was annoying. And also on Saints Row 3, that is 560 Microsoft points for me. And I love Saints Row. I have done since it came out, and I got it the day it came out, and I got pre-order bonuses and everything. But 560 Microsoft points is better than the 1,200 for I'm Alive, but you only get 3 missions with it. And even then you get to use laser guns and stuff. And it, well, that's really good. I loved that game. And I loved the 3 missions. I really did. But it's stupid. At the end of it, you hardly get anything. You know, like you'd expect to get the laser guns, the vehicles, the whole shitload of it. All you get is the 2 vehicles and a hat. And some more people to put in your gang and call in. So now, I don't want to say what you can call in, but you can call stuff in. So, yeah, they're not the best. Anyway, I have wasted about 15 minutes of your time on a bitch rant. As I say, if you want something that's quick to play and easy, I Am Alive or Saints Row, if you have it. I Am Alive is an amazing game. And I'm going to leave you with that. So, this has been your news for Sunday. Goodbye.